So I say probably he advised and the advice wasn't taken as well.
Yes, I'm one country and I'm not let me why wouldn't he be forthright and tell us that they didn't listen to my advice?
And let me ask you. Economic hardship was it as a result of mismanagement of the economy or external shocks?
Well, as a result of Obia Obetina Haka say mismanagement in Kwano.
So why
external shocks?
So external shocks, I know say it's very good.
Some other
there might be some external shocks, no. But we're in charge.
So how can you come and tell me that why lie?
It's a lie.
It's a lie. What are you
accusing me of talking for 35 minutes and I haven't done so.
But why is a lie?
Okay, so so what we will do there be
maybe we come and I will resist no. So have catch me. No. Not catch 35 minutes. No. You spoke for 35 minutes. And some people want to hire you.
Solo. I never could say. Me person me come
abusiafo yemo bibi akwa ba emfa ombra mega tv and platform we so mobeka ya Listowel kusipoku last week oni MPP former MP bako ewo bono empatam Doma West ono for ona no oye former MP ye fe no Halidu Ali Mega na one no sebi kwasi asie nyina ba mu isanse na o kan sembi o kiremu a John Dramani Mahama de ne ho afemfam the coup leaders omo krom omo military leaders wati asebiti se Ibrahim Traore eni nije de omo kai ka ho bi na omo de tariff eto Ghana so US for the omo twa omo 5 months visa ni mu after some restore back see na san komunu na oji and Listowel say entro ene yi wasena betina TV so di atrobio me yes na listo eni ni nchen ba yentie ensem ni bi yakoba ebeto aso
oboba we video adding we just a coincidence honorable Ali Mega Halidu akwaba bibiabo
I'm the one out there. I mean, show them as a target. It's round.
I chair me so there. I say, Bequay, I won't say, Malam and I large for two. So,
million point for
and Vim room. Throwback Thursday. Yeah, say, area original aborigine. Last week, like I'm a fast last week on Kwana by na Nkaya tournament 20 now about the bodyguards about.
Oh, that but with Mama Kwenya
no, but
Mama Kwenya
campaign ni kwasai Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. I said come share ben na yinesin chai.
Medasi.
Come share ben na. Agrofon come share yinetian.
Medasi patu. Na mama chia omo here omo sa da je na we there. Best what for say last year everybody I couldn't hold my cool. Naturally that's not me, but at least the million year na time na the coffers as no buy into omo fan chair. But we there I really apologize for what happened last week, at least now as you was not here for so here. Now but it's well
me I hear now cover another tournament because this is not going to be the last time on any innovation. I mean, remember there. But so I said the million year net time. Maybe also here or no so net time.
I'm apologizing
to the people, but you don't say said oh yeah.
Say but to let apologize to the but you see as about my campaign. Also prophecy na equity. But to say only my position of prophecy that I think we are talking to the wrong person on this matter. But what I know is that I'm a practical politician and I believe in research. No crapa is a researcher the new ones in Ibanade. Alaji Baumia is on top. I said no apart from say genuine researcher so you know ye me also say campaign me ka ho me ko grounds and amount for kasa eti the amount for account. The truth is that our party is not ready say omo babe change candidate. That is a fact. We want to be a kasa. The very thing they say is your market will be. And you know, must be your financing chain and go for be as a fina your barber market. They believe in political consistency. Say Ghana ha no bearing political party open to me biano. I say win. And in fact, omo kan akoka say omo must change Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Should in case he say you change Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Na you could lose be one. And no second thing change you. Then go for the back from Ra. Or no lose. Na change NPP there. Every time biano you change a candidate. If you want to win a presidency or Ghana, but to consistency is key. And our history should guide us. There be last week Bekana say our history should guide us. In 2024, nobody thought say we were going to lose. Meaning say Abane Bewen. However, the history now, every 2022 abisino and a repeat no 2024. So we should make a mistake. He said 2028 we are presenting a new candidate. No, it should be a candidate either as all the second term and all the third term. And yes, we risk losing that election too.
So ubetimi akase bibia was a moshe ye bia moye.
Yeah. VBS yeah.
Honamuni sunsum.
Ni nyina yeah.
Sunsum die na so ni.
Sunsum dey ntwaba honam na.
Sunsum because so bi say Canada Japan and when you the microphone beto.
Patuja yeah election na 2028 2024 election. Bi dem shen come about me say be kura ka say be with 60% so nsiaga. And they are in Jaka.
But I know the padodo a maka no. I never try me can so for.
That's what you also for so be about Bibi Obusa come about.
Bit say why.
No, I Reverend Hamilton about. So
okay, I don't one.
I shall come about me. There's this pastor too. On also shall come about me. I think I've read about 3 or 4 of them say but I mean my problem with all this. No,
but these ones are talking about are renowned prophets.
Now, that's an argument.
Then I will struggle to even mention it.
But I've read it. No, but
no, Uncle for Moshe command. Me say, Bernard.
And I can't have done danger now. That's an argument. I say, Hamilton or better on danger now.
So,
I feel as a prophet, the prophet. I was a now prophet. I feel a prophet. So I what qualify if you be a renowned. Being renowned. Now the other down the 18 as him renowned. Sanaga.
I won't do so much. And
yes, I've been used as in what's and what can I make so we say, what's he be a renowned? And this is what to professor what gonna watch him, you know.
They say what done I said no. Open so force or done it.
Maybe say if you must
come say one share more winning. Now maybe I said. No,
there's a be about with the Pampa Pierce about me for swing about. And I'm telling you, say it's leading. Research by.
I'm for say a chop and cry, opening the pie and cry a country.
It
was so for being a country.
No, I'm not sure. But
there's no concrete issue.
No, but
Gabby say, why should you beg?
But one thing I know about me, I say he's not an arrogant person. And about two, I own patcho. Yes, why a born in quantity of patcho. Sometimes to show you humility. But the second I got Ghana for I need you want to trouble my. And I'm the first you lose lesson cry the Ghanaians were not happy with us. Young fans say yeah papa. And Mother Africa was say Ali. Imagine say yeah papa come on. But the fact that we lost the election, I just the Ghanaians were not happy with 1 or 2 and I'm you could be a maker say Akufo-Addo remains one of the best presidents Ghana has ever had. In terms of infrastructure development, what does it? However, we lost the election. It was a Bakumi Nubi and Koyi. So, as a humble leader, as he is, it's appropriate to me. You say, if you be Koyi into more to Ti and Koyi much more fancy. This is humility. This is humility. So, I don't see how anybody will say, apologizing to Ghanaians is a sin. And as a son, he has issues. Because it is the best for every leader for people to see that this is a leader.
Maybe I don't know who said. You campaign 2028, we'll still be on the track record of Baumia, your friend is saying, Nanado Dankwa.
Of course, yes.
So, you should be specific because or can say
Nipa or no Kasa said Mune is very specific. Baumia wasn't specific. What Baumia said and said the fact that we lost the election, HSA Ghanaians might not be happy with 1 or 2. And I'm a boy. But you know, that is
in fact, I can't say
a simple logic.
More move for
our own former president, Papa Nyamishra will be. Papa said the darkest hour in
DDP.
So the Baumia apologized for my affect you. What is the saying? Catch him. And now, Pato Yabako about one. The reality was that now what's our system? Two of us.
But DDP, no,
it was necessary evil.
So why do you have to?
No, but it makes some people worse off. You know it. If it was necessary evil, choose between saving the economy and punishing an individual. I quite say I ote bus him. We are bus driver. Now we share bus no nipa 60 the traversing board. Now we share taxi. And I salon car be a nipa 3 18. Say Oko Street as the baby see. Oko Street now hit it. Taxi driver now you are killing tree. So divert no dodge as well. There's a tree, there's a river. You may hit the tree and kill all the 60. So as a rational human, what will you do? Will you kill 3 and save 60, or you save 3 and kill 60?
Your boy Jesus Christ.
Yeah, can really tell you.
Something may happen and all of them will be saved.
Yeah, can reality as it may. Reality may be a reality. Yeah, Hunja, sir. I did why common sense. Mumfa Kohanya go Pagana. Yango Bam or common sense idea. Was him the Sanda. I know, and be bombers, Yango Bontino. Go visit. I did with Mamma Fire. What's up a bomb at the Abraham United? I say, well, imagine
in the same vein.
So in the same vein,
somebody may say that as the head of economic management team. What would Shama afraid there over be necessary evil?
And another propaganda. Economic management team head is responsible for the economy. It's a lie. It's a lie. I said, we journalists call and be educated Ghanaians and Guaramokami. Economic management team is a cabinet committee. It's just an advisory. The one who's in charge of our economy is a finance minister, and sometimes even a Bank of Ghana. In fact,
I mean, credits be bad, no person offer.
Credit benefit
dollar. So somebody listen to his advice. So doesn't it mean that he was not able to give a compelling advice?
No, the point I'm making is it's an advice, so he's not in charge. So the narrative said a head of economic management team is in charge of the economy. It's a lie.
In fact, the president told us, the principal told us.
No, let me land on this point. This economy. Say currently, the vice president is the chair of the economic management team. Madam Nana.
Well,
he's a chair. He's a chair.
Chair of the economic management team.
Why is NDC now saying that I don't know about at force? Now when you're mamma. Why are they saying so?
Obian Cassin name mamma.
Oh, they are giving all the credit to at force.
But Tomon Cassin name mamma.
So I
name mamma, wow, now they count here.
Now, for two, obviously, must be the economy. But I'm going to buy any day. All the improvement
economic waste, whatever. The president himself, Akufado, economy also, can't be a man. I will say, on one side, no, can there foot to
Patu, there be OTI. So now you host. So imagine say minimum track record. Say Pato a very good host today. To be get a TV station, me go for Pato, Emra. Meba. Na me go for na me go yo a producer na manyo host. Where's petition?
And na Canada do me Baumia.
So the point I'm saying that Baumia wasn't in charge of the economy. That's the point I'm making. The finance minister, constitutionally, the finance minister is in charge of our economy. So blaming Baumia solely for our economic woes is unfounded. That's the argument I'm making.
And when Timia, or no, as the head of the advisory committee, when Timia ma advisor,
so
a bit
Timia, I didn't also say probably he advised and the advice wasn't taken as well. And why wouldn't he be forthright and tell us that they didn't listen to my advice? Let me even ask you. Economic hardship on a buyer. Was it as a result of mismanagement of the economy or external shocks?
Well, as a result of Obia or better now, I can say a mismanagement in Guano.
So why
external shocks?
So external shocks, I know say it's very good.
Some other
some external shocks, no. But we are in charge.
So external shocks. Baumia advises the people who are in charge.
External shocks, no. But we are in charge. Yes or no question?
There is a group, a committee. What to do? It is Baumia who fashions out the friend is saying. Plants nina, then somebody implements.
It's not true.
By economic.
It's not true. If economic management, it's an advisory. It doesn't mean he's the architect. But
he's neck.
But you are being diabolical.
No, he's neck deep in there.
But you are being diabolical.
No, but he's neck deep in.
I told Mr. you are being diabolical. The economic management is just an advisory. Those who fashion out economic policies.
Since when that will be a question per answer, sir?
To improve.
I'm asking the question.
The man is diabolical and say, knowing say, this is how it goes, but you are still skewing it to favor you.
No, not to favor me. Because I'm asking myself, me try. Favor me. I'm telling you. So flag bearer.
So your statement says, Baumia was the one fashioning out policies for somebody to implement. I'm saying that's wrong. That's not the case. Economic committee,
management team, committee. Head of the economic
advisory body. Is an advisory body, keke. Whoever is in charge of the economy. Was it? And then let's go there. Even that, like I said, the economic problem that we is it mismanagement? And now say. We had external shocks.
And I'm say external shocks.
Exactly. So external shocks, was Baumia in charge of the external shocks.
Oh, but if you want to dwell on it alone, he is not in charge of external shocks.
So that is it.
But what happened in our country?
And when we had the shocks, what did NPP do?
And now also find necessary evil.
What NPP do? So to save the economy, that's what I'm saying. To save the economy, so you must choose between hurting people and saving the country. What I said, that's what Akufo-Addo admit, and as a humble leader, and I applaud him on that.
So Gabi is saying, and you said, me tutuni de numbiaka say, people are accusing you, say you mismanage the economy. Mo bobusia mane broso, mo take decisions binum wo, you kept mo ye niema bebre wo ha eka external shocks no I am so cover the cover buy. Also, yeah, sorry. Are you admitting? Says answer no more can we
now the question you should ask also is that is Gabi implying say he's very sure say Baumia was apologizing on those specifics. I've given you the basis of Baumia's apology. So what Honorable Mr. Gabi said it's unfounded. Baumia's
you are saying it is generic.
Baumia's argument
and somebody is also saying that Okasa people will do cherry picking. And they will start asking questions. So they will ask the questions I'm asking.
And I'm saying
it's because of this, that. So
you've asked that question.
But you had a role to play.
And I'm say why Baumia apologizing? I say the fact that we were voted out of power means Ghanaians were not happy with certain things we did. on that score, we are sorry. And this is the mark of a humble leader.
Anyway, I know so be so be car say.
Whoever
and them so be pay. Also for be car say. But Omia were respected no pine because of that. Nyankopon be man baby esi.
And
you happy.
Another one. I'm not saying I'm not saying I don't agree with that sort. So okay, so may have I who pray for him, sir. But maybe problem with the Omo Babeka say Nyankopon bibi atro. That's only my problem. Well, I know so I may masema. You get the point.
What I say a friend say Omo mo fu obi ahun chire no. And
so I mention Nete Babo make us and say but who did the way our politics is. Especially within NPP. This is an internal election. So first and foremost, more movie said Baumia was talking about Akufo-Addo is wrong. What I say? What Baumia is saying is Oko coincidence here. Ubon say Obibeka say oh Pato, many Pato will issue. But Pato is supporting Baumia and men Kohoda. What I say? Obibeka say oh as soon as the Baumia chinti me pa de me nye bida. What I say? I don't know what I say. Say Obi di match. And then just say, men already be a problem. But the other say, what the way our politics is? Where do we actually go there? Made the men cohoda. So in fact, that's the context Baumia is coming from. Because he thinks, you see, and if you go to the ground and listen to the people, they will say, Baumia there, in any problem, and so much dinage. In fact, I know even at the level of former members of parliament. Trust me, I know some people they think say there are certain individuals around Baumia, so they won't support Baumia. So ask them this question: are you looking at the Baumia, or you are looking at a event any panel? Do they have Baumia doesn't determine
for no more point?
Baumia, no. You see, it's yes and no question. No, because Baumia doesn't determine who supports him. But to imagine,
no, but if these people are integral part of the campaign, Zanko for no,
but David Patu, Obako invited constituency. Now, be a constituency chairman support Baumia, but the secretary say, and the chairman called Baumia, then called Baumia. What I say, Baumia doesn't determine who support. The chairman has sat down and so say, oh, yeah, the Baumia quite be winning. Secretary, if you still believe, say, Baumia quite be winning.
Then are attracting for more in his
and all the camps it was a problem maybe. But Baumia is only saying say although bia onu obi issue bakwa support me and for the one here because me know how what has anybody here you see it's a profound statement and let me tell you why. Politics your eyes must always be on the ball, which is winning the presidency and I'm that's why I tell party for say me I make a meeting. Or to say what the mayor impo. What the mayor impo. And I said, and I what say we what come my impo. But two, now you see you found call. Now 2 million Sabeka, but two, I'll support you and get it. Because what up on and I'm at the moment I will say, oh, many patrol problem, patrol cry, me support patrol. I'll put my personal interest above the collective interest of the party. And I'm a oh, yes, I saw what her party, but it doesn't matter your relationship with the people. Once you are convinced, everything believes that this when you need pay, then a qua, you bear way, no. So be in car crowd or what? Body then call you to right. And in the I asked, but
so far, more campaign
the question I asked, Obi last 4 years, an MP, a guy said, Obi support Baumia, you know, he will never support Baumia. And I'm saying, so assuming Baumia is the only person, assuming Baumia is the only person, and you may actually say Baumia is the only person that can win NPP power. Are you telling me that because of unnecessary relationship between you to say, it's not about winning power, it's about your ego and your fight with somebody. Because that's what you're telling me. And I'm about
course.
But I say, so Baumia is so or tell the they should not use his campaign or to support for him to settle personal scores.
All right.
Won't be a problem. Won't Baumia any issue. And the Sebi, number Baumia be a president. The word or the Bemano. Baby, or the Bema watamfo no. In fact, you don't need your atamfo to even go to Baumia. As simple as that.
All right. Solo, who watch it?
Pato, adwuma eso.
I don't come on now.
I mean, we crow ya.
I mean, watch it.
You can avoid that.
What day at the party, by the party, but not then the party.
A dray. Oh, massa. A jarabed.
What body would they run at the party?
What do I regular TV, but one didn't get advertising. Maybe another mate either.
It's a more real Muncrata, Samana.
Was a
what's it there, maybe say?
Algebra. Pato,
yes. For the lazy Mubu 31st, no more.
Why more a pro Mogo party?
I will go and be.
Omo pro Mogo crash away. I want our opera way.
The Omo engineer.
Now, one ready engineers, so much show more carefully. Why engineering that? A gathering of data, analysis of data, conclusions, observations and conclusions. It's almost two of Buas no manioma. And no engineer denimo, our first attitude. Or Tony was a true crack at the dear no home. As a top that year, Quaco, your roof as a foundation. Ye good. Or said the other going on, no much change back money tobacco. I know Sissy Ketia. Or no asante mamponi abrantia wa bre wona abrabo was start school na Vrongo secondary school what ti the bow de maban yi buy 8 years ekufo wa man ba bi chochopo akra nkotena na ongo yi 4.6 million Ghana cedis pato sikada dan me na me ma me aboajo abeti ase 46 billion cedis. In other words, billion makuma kungwa 46 so pese oko pre NPP frankatua na we nya pre na bo pre ho akwa kopra so omo ana nya omo ho na ikugu omo yi ba anya yi ntira Methodist church ba se de bia me ka kire no ene presby kenye sa akaba na Roman Catholic church nkwa na kebe wi ase omo so ba na omo ni omo bi ngoyi na Pentecostal si ye de e ba ye ai benya mu Church of Pentecost CAC ni Apostolic Church. Wamo so kwa gofo no hwe ya angoyi na charismatic yenya otabel no ne Duncan Williams no wamo so gofo bi hwe ya anya ye ne yenya prophetic fo yi ene unya usu be bam wo dan ho ne ya omo so kra de anya ye kra na grada mo so ye de epie mo bai. So you see the sequence of events eno nti anya de ya omo enye yi ye ne ye pie aba na dodo de hu ye nyu nyam ne no kredi ai di ba be ye Ghana politics no na ye dey akoyi nti ko se
ba no mama mo amnesty some sanko mo amufiri mu na mo samra ni ade
pato
mo to say multi party foforo
pato
mo fie o na asem na aba ana mo se mo ko
no
mo so o mama mo amnesty mo samra de ma kan fa ni solo no solo in particular samu a wa kan fa people hu nyina
ya MPP so kan fa hu nyina
enya ni nyina ti mo
yes na ha the why the young body no me no me nu atu se me ye obody a wona be grant me amnesty and say me na me grant to amnesty. Yet we will grant them proper amnesty to join the political party of the future. And no baba dom ye. Now yet to me do my cobosha assassin so. We will pardon a lot of them. See, I saw one and I'm the pacho. One day so be a qua buffet bonning chair. Pato, my car say, oh, court. Now catch the judge say, Otem Wafwe, my bonia. It doesn't end though. Yes, okay, I know, say, oh, bonia so what ya to media chow. Dabby. Temwafo na bi wa wan ho be ma instant ruling no e bi won so amate ye tu asem la kohye e bia de na wotweda e be bu asem no na de temwafo no be nyina se okwa akofa mra no no de atoto bone kro na wo se waye de waye no na wa hwe punishment no say 100 years in opposition 200 years in opposition 500 years in opposition ansa na temwafo na ba bone ya mu nyina agi atum so maye no eno no esusu so aso na so hia
no men kan say no o sinya boni say do Ali mega kasa wan say
Ali o kan dey so Ali onye candidate o mo kan ye na
no do kan na so mo no mo
mo kan ka just say o my body
enti boni na o mo kan ma me Kevin chiro say dey be ofe
say bonina or castle mine. I say one yes specific.
Now them na catch. So no want to me more to me be ka bonina
or depicting humility.
Which one is the humility?
Humility.
Who be catch am say why you bonia? Which bonino? And no crowd was to catch you because election 2024 no Ghana for chira say why you boni. Hence the hefty defeat.
And also sorry.
And I see ati sorry no ya tin America chira say. O court na aka so why bonia. Yes o ka say sorry Ghana rob be no obedemu. And say Ghana rob no odu court aka say my lord I'm guilty na but I'm sorry I won't do it again no. Na ki amado kwa no kofi no ne yere ne makwa koda.
So a remorse.
So remorsefulness no and to me reduce sentence no. So what about we and go for year and say omo catch say I boni. You know say asotwe na betina 200 years in opposition. But monhwes ehona monte so mai. Afen na Ghana for ni hia ya dwenwi ne ho. Say you better so about 150 o. Say you better 100 o. That is where we are now. Na party e kwa ye.
Baumia was not totally in charge. Baumia was only as a driver mate.
Pato.
Yes.
What constitution be doing?
So the biaba. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to read the oath of presidency. Oath president taking the oath, vice president taking. Now, yeah, say the vice president's office is different from the president's officer. If there were differences in the officer, and there is no way oath to be separate. But yeah, the presidential oath. President, you know, yeah, na mo mango for be the bitimo. Or say I no abodi pato. Having been elected to the high office of the President of the Republic of Ghana, do in the name of the Almighty God swear, solemnly affirm that I will be faithful and true to the Republic of Ghana, that I will at all times preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana, and I dedicate myself to the service and well-being of the people of the Republic of Ghana, and to do right to all manner of persons. I further solemnly swear, solemnly affirm, that I should at any time break this oath of office, I shall submit myself to the laws of the Republic of Ghana and suffer the penalty for it. So help me God. Now go to the vice president. Some will say a different office. Jennifer, I, Pato, as the vice president, having been elected to the office of the vice president of the Republic of Ghana, do in the name of the Almighty God swear, solemnly affirm, that I will be faithful and true to the Republic of Ghana, that I will at all times preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana, and I dedicate myself to the service and well-being of the people of the Republic of Ghana, and to do right to all manner of persons. I further solemnly swear, solemnly affirm, that I at any time break this oath of office, I shall submit myself to the laws of the Republic of Ghana and suffer the penalty for it. So help me God. Now look at Ota, minister swear. I, Pato as a minister, having been appointed Minister of State of the Republic of Ghana, do in the name of Almighty God solemnly affirm that at all times well and truly serve the Republic of Ghana in the office of Minister of State, that I will uphold, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana as by law established, that I will do to the best of my judgment at all times when required, freely give my counsel, freely give my counsel to whom? The President, and advise for the good management of the public affairs of the Republic of Ghana. And I will not directly or indirectly reveal any matter that shall come to my knowledge in the discharge of my duties and committed to my security as Minister of State. These are the clear differences. The Vice President and the President, they swear the same oath. Ministers swear a separate oath. If I don't count ministers,
so what point?
So the point I'm trying to make is a question they say, what's in your is that not the case? I have proven to you. Say, Vice President, or the President, one office. And the presidency.
Are you saying, say, the President, Sir President, not being cry. Vice President, meet my chair. President, President, meet me.
Na patono, I don't want a program. Wakasa, we now train your cancer. Your kind of fun from Mamma Comedy. Oh, man, no 35 solid minutes. Now, let me monitor program. I don't have for you.
35 deal. Oh, say I've said that near train.
We even started at 4. It's now 4:22. What makes it 35 minutes?
Wakasa 35.
No, I'm saying yes. Started at 4. It's
okay. So I have 29.
Make your
why who made you the minister of truth here?
No, but you said it.
Who made you the minister of truth here? What are you talking about? How can you come and tell me that why you lie?
It's a lie. It's a lie.
What are you
You are
talking
accusing me of talking for 35 minutes, and I haven't done so.
But why
it's a lie.
Okay, so
okay.
So what we will do, dear baby?
Maybe we come and say, I will resist you spoke for 35 minutes. And some people are supposed to hire you.
Solo. I never couldn't say. Me person me come me can't say my mama. No, me can't say. Me can't say my mama. Dabi me can't say be me man can't me yen twaso. Me can't say be say mu me nu nyina mu say.
Yes.
Whatever we are doing, no, it's not has nothing, has very little to do with table.
So that is what I'm saying.
Meba. Enti eba say ekoba banter between nipa me no.
I never.
It is not about.
So the advice mega.
No mu me enu nyina.
Advice ali mega. You don't advise me.
Meba. Ntu meba o.
Who told you factual?
That is why.
No, but
what is the factuality here? What is the
factuality? Because we started the program at 4. It's even now 4:24. How can that amount to 5 minutes?
No, we can go back.
It's even a lie.
We can go back and
check it.
So
for you to accuse, so make your point.
What is your point?
Admit that
first of all.
Me say,
nobody
has been with we mo bi an we power. Mo bi an no, should be factual. Vice President now who can once. Or no, dear President is your bayano. Vice President, meet me, I can say, President Miano, and no, maybe the Anona, I was a effa. Vice President, they are more man now, you be.
First of all,
President,
oh, yeah, one ticket. Medical, I put to provide a order almost way. Number 2. President or co-electioner who choose the vice. The reason why I'm using must say form say 1. Anytime I have ballot so running mate be any picture that's so. The 2 shall be 1. So yes here. Now if you extend the argument further.
But the backstops at the top. So him sir.
I talk on any presidency. Presidency. I want to stop it. So yes here. You will chrome ya men charge na me mu na me was Santa Maria Hobi ana NPP rally na Akufo-Addo in opposition or say that time na CD na hata CD na hata mikina na Akufo-Addo nche at that time be a member of the NPP na eno ka ho binti na okwakofa de Ora Baumia, Amanaba. It's also na Akufo-Addo, Legon, when you are third class in economics. By extension. Interpretation.
But the fact here, examination results and how intelligent somebody is. Because wait me you know this. Third class be performing first class.
Simple logic. Pato. We have mass, na me mass. Nasa will say. Oh yeah, mass, but in spite of your mass, no. Me so be a mass, oh, family said me, my judge. It's also what I'll bet to me. What it means is a more homo was a subject. Yen you bet try one course, but I could be able to see the other. That's the case. And the Ora Akufo-Addo ye economists, Ora Baumia economists. And also I can so many running meat. I'm not in the bay. Says Sidi no about bed or about stabilizing. Eh, one some. I can understand what devil's advocate it's fine. But devil is no woman, you be 12 from one because what do my mechanics are going that way. Now, fast forward at the time, Okasa, now inflation, 15.4%. Now, city to the dollar, no, 1 is to 4.2. What you say? Now, your friends say a gallon of diesel, 14 cedis. Mark my word, mind you, 4.5 liters and make it a gallon. So if you divide 14 by that 4.5 now, it tells you that a liter is almost something negligible for less than 4 cities. You understand? And a sad year when you know, you make a be near say, not on minor essay. Now your debt at that time, you're 120 billion Ghana cedis. Yeah, the Bema champion of economics. On one year, I'm a catcher, so we economic whiskey. What is a matter of economic whiskey?
Mate.
One thing.
Oh, Mate.
Now, giving the economy to him. At the time, my MPP free power. Now, inflation now, or better 15.4%. Because it was on.
What did he have to do directly?
He was the head of the economic management team.
What does that person do?
What's it there?
The economic management team, no. I mean, head of the economic management team, no. What do you do directly?
Indirectly, he's responsible for stabilizing in conjunction with the Minister for Finance and the Governor of Bank of Ghana. No. Some best stabilize inflation and the currency. Now, what I'm saying is, in 2024, now we're free swallow. Now the inflation is 23%. We're ahead of 15.4% now on over fire. At a point in 2022, when him say more, inflation is skyrocketing. Yeah, say 54% now in Kruma. Sometimes you boost almost external shocks. There has always been an external shock.
No, but this one was unprecedented.
Which one is unprecedented?
When your friend
said, Russia and Ukraine, Omungo. Russia and Ukraine, are they not fighting?
No, but you cannot also say that. Untimin can say, they see COVID in Russia and Ukraine.
First of all,
didn't have anything to affect the economy. No, so this is what something. If you can't, you will be unfair to say.
See, sometimes the box things no get away with it. COVID time, Ghana and Yeska. IMF might say. And you're almost $1 billion. Yeah, the Bank of Ghana, or my 10 billion Ghana cities. Such as here. Africa Development Bank, European Union and go. Yakika in your boom, it could see 21 billion Ghana cities. Unprecedented in our history. Now, COVID now, more can watch them. You know, say it was only 2 regions that you lock it down. Greater Accra and Greater Kumasi. Are you aware of that? Ghana, how many regions in here? Out of the 16 regions, only 2 regions were locked down for 3 weeks.
But unim say, bano taxes are
yes.
Yes. These 2 regions, and close to about 90-something%. Until it's almost locked, which means that your sources of income, baby, a business can free the abu mine. You know, I'm locked, no. Almost locked. A friend is saying, yeah, baby, a friend, so how much you move a door corner yet?
The data doesn't also support it.
Say,
sick, I don't do Yenny, you couldn't want a 20 indirect taxes in America. Indirect taxes, to say what to show, what you get. Over corporate levels are a gold mining companies, any piano, over that gold too. Cocoa are a mount minor in our forex in the so it does not support it. On the contrary, the idea is they say. Yet, Tiano Becca say 54,540 billion OCDs. In other words, billion Makuma 540. Edi akon wedwane amagana fuedi. Pato onye bidi. Kachira me na me no na argument no. Unya aduane bidi. Oyiri nya aduane bidi. O ma nya aduane bidi. Kwam na obo che aduane no ma wo. Yet Kromo na Felicia Tete, the vice chair of the NPP in the northern region, Ebeka said during COVID, you come 100,000, 1 billion at the man.
All right. The coffee we in our buy our can I said by me as your patch. So
I tell Panet, yes, I want the chef was say, Opacho, we are Yasum.
Until what would he have been able to do about what you are talking about?
And then
as vice president.
And then no better as vice president.
All right.
What you are telling me is that the office of the vice president says scrap. The go need you maybe Eddie.
Anyway.
And I'm a boy.
Mate.
But just a quick one. You see, Mr. said, you can't touch Ghana for. Sometimes you shouldn't. I assume a post as a yeah, we are very intelligent. Ghana for. Meanwhile, the can non for. But oaths of an office has never determined the status of an office. So I will be surprised. Say anybody will tell me I'll be getting here say the oath of an office and the status of that office. It's a big lie and completely non-fair. The oath is a guidance and also makes your solemn promise to the state of Ghana. But the very oath he read, presidential oath said, as the president of Ghana. And the vice presidential oath says, as the vice president of Ghana. So clearly, even in the oath, it distinguishes between a president and a vice. That's what we're saying. Vice presidential oaths and vice presidential oaths. So you swear an oath as president, and somebody swears as a vice president. So to look at the rendition,
but it is highly debatable.
No,
highly debatable.
No, it is not.
I'll let you know why it is because
let me learn.
Oath of an office cannot determine the status of a
I'm so surprised. I'm so surprised.
Okay, you land.
I'm scandalized.
What determines the status is what the Constitution says. Constitution, and the president, the Juma, and the vice president.
But your status no sooner determine the oath you will swear.
No. Good.
Can I swear? Can a member of parliament swear? A member of parliament.
Your office determines the
status of your office determines.
But it's not the vice versa.
Well, the reverse may be true.
Because your status is captured in the Constitution. Even the oath he read distinguishes presidential office from the vice presidential office. Even that's the argument he wants to make. But it's not by the West, because you swear as a president of Ghana, and I swear as a vice president of Ghana. If the Constitution, every says that the office should be one. Kabaube would have said that I'm also swear as the vice president of Ghana. If the framework of the Constitution thinks that the office is a unity, as he wants us to believe now, can the framework of the Constitution would have said, okay, swear also as a president? But no. The framework says as a president and as a vice president, clearly distinction. Two, what's the role of vice president in this country?
What is it? What's the role? What's the role of the vice president?
Constitutionally, the vice president acts in the absence of the president.
So he's only functional when the president is not around.
I mean, you should go and tell us whether the vice president office has even a budget. The budget goes to the presidency. Do you get it? It goes to the presidency. The vice president as a person, that's why most vice presidents, they had issues. Well, that's why some of us, I always say, there should be a clear-cut budget allocation for the vice. Because when the chief of staff sit there, it depends on his relationship with the vice president or for the show. So our arrangement, Crown, makes chief of staff more powerful than the vice president and the presidency. Because he controls the budget and allocates them to the vice president. What would the budget say? What does it? Because chief of staff is the presidential appointee. The vice and he could, so he owes allegiance to the president, but not the vice president.
Are you giving me an impression that the vice president was not giving enough time to function?
I'm not giving enough opportunity to function. I'm not giving you an impression. I'm telling you how our constitutional arrangement makes even the chief of staff
so
more powerful than the vice president.
From why Baumia?
No, forget about that.
Said sorry.
No, he read a constitutional oath and he misinformed Ghanaians, and I'm correcting that.
Why is there misinformation?
I say, Okasara metia, Obenya time. Obenya time, so Obenya time. What so So to come here and paint impressions there, vice president today, president, one of it's a lie. It's a big lie. And even more so, when in this country we all know say we run executive president. Ghana run an executive president. But there's nothing a president in this country cannot do. But there's nothing a vice president can do without the permission of his boss.
So, Dr. Baumia's apology
I've made the statement.
Is justified.
No,
it's justified.
I made the statement saying there's nothing a president in this country, as long as the constitution allows him, he can do. He doesn't need to consult anybody. But there's nothing a vice president of this country can do constitutionally.
Wabra president to
Wabra
president to
I
get what you're saying.
So we can read the constitution very well.
So are you saying
so that's the misinformation? what happened? Obi Obetaka say, the COVID did not have effect, and because we're paying taxes. Can you imagine?
No,
but because external shocks.
Why?
It's not about taxes.
No, but external shocks. COVID has said no. Your friend can offer us omra no me church we say no no. Or church movie and nyina wie no. The nyina ko wie and say ye discuss say COVID related adwuma. The aka ye the show up. Your friend saying your friend saying no, I know na can. I know na can say you can say COVID. Ebedi yenya de a. I was say some so mention say COVID my yenya sika my the be show up your short your friend say revenue shortfalls.
I COVID yenya sika. But for Obisu to paint the picture say there were no external shocks. Let's say beside the panel. Say even international economics of
no, but external shocks we got. No, but external shocks, no. Yenya say ebe di yenya. Don't talk like that. No. Johnny life money.
Now we have life.
Also be carry so.
Into the meme channel.
No, the meme channel say COVID will affect our.
Let's have a conversation. Let it be a conversation.
Okay,
the meme can say yenya say ade bia be di yenya. Na sa ade na ebedi yenya no mu no yenya musika e dey solve sa problem no ama bi aka ama taxes a na ama sika nka ebenya no ye dey abe e dey bi akohye mu anamu a eni kwan say ho effect no emia ye too much
that's the problem where I'm coming there.
Okay,
so I'm saying say that we were hit by external shocks. Okay, check Akufo-Addo's history from 2017 when he assumed office up to 2019. In fact, he had single inflation for the longest single ever held in this country. And the lowest ever held in this country, 7.4. Obekai. Then, boom, COVID came. When COVID came, for two, economy that was not producing nearly at zero. A lot of workers were not going, okay. In fact, even teachers stayed home for almost a year. Say, okay, but they were being paid.
Teachers stayed home for more than a year.
Almost a year.
So I can say more than a year. Oh no, I say
specifics.
We are the account there. We are the account there.
By educating the public.
Teachers stayed for more than a year. Ghana is very import dependent. And this if high inflation occurs in China, it's affect us. So because say them make a pay where free China but on Ghana.
Yes, so that is it. Inti wuti nsema ali mega eka na chese. Business point eno omeki. Onim di oka. In fact, ni nsema oka ina no eni na so eno no ankasa can attest to the fact say nsema oka no sebebu sebenyado eni enina so. Such people speak for MPP. Ebe den an MPP enter no position. Such people have been MP before. You see, 2017 to 2020, on now a year MP. Is that right? I think it's 2016 and BBC. On now year MP whatever one term MP a year ministry. I'm sorry. Parliamentary member constituency, that is in Kankwanta constituency. I've been there before and I know there very well. I know there very well. This guy, when to me from Punto back, Okranko, or several one term MP, they be a bar, Ninkrophobia Huna Gia Yasi, Ninkrophobia Huna, I just say, Mokan saying, 6th of March every year. And he did nothing for the youth. In 2020, and an for decided say, "Wo, ye be you if you and we know." At the then minister, our Motutiano, on son your friend Vincent Oponwa Sambwa, I need on a current member of parliament, missing minister, I'm function, current member of parliament, I want Panta. Doma West constituency. What did I make sure I say? enti saa kwa we yote wow ni nsɛm a ɔka ni na onim de ɔka and mo wɔ saa nipa we wɔ party mu a how can the party flourish? How can the party, be successful in governance? So mu wɔ nipa we ya esi dan ɛna sɛbi mu betumi ayɛ den anya good communication system. Or arrogant. One thing about him is he's very arrogant, pride. He's very arrogant and pride as well. It portrays a very disrespect. He's very disrespectful guy. Can be so. He knows nothing about politics. But our decided said, so far as I be MP painting, Obetumia can send bia. So far as I be a member of parliament painting, alternative so he can lie. If you have such people in the party, I bet then I'm party regional. Baby, I'm going to see a topa, me regional. I wonder how I Ghana Black Star in the Comoros. As at the time I was creating video, no so air talk to me, so me about there. Baby, I'm going to see a regional, so I don't want to mention. And so a top papa, and you be crabbeting a chin, so a top. What you say? And some people shouldn't be allowed to go to TV to speak for the party. Some people for party. Such people shouldn't go to TV to represent me. The party. When you are okay, no, obesity. Need someone is supposed to come out dinner or no you or can't be again. Such person speaks for the party. How can this party, be good in administration? Better than the party, better than the party, no, it entails a lot. It's in the quality. This guy, Ali Mega, he's a head, head, Chesamuhina. Or you'll be an tea, say no. In politics, and when you do okay. And here, no one say, or several first man or within China say, a uniform one. So, yam, Chassia Maumedi and Subu. I tell you, for the sake of sooner, I told him, my main phone, so subscribe, now I like it, you know, I say enough for, and you'll be a Hanum, a number one authentic platform, negative. Now, Kupon Koswa. Na onka papa publisher for Midwest. Bye bye.